Oh yeah, Black Sun in the hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. Oh, we got an excellent show here today. This is gonna be, I think, the last show. This last show of December, for myself. And as you know, we got Lady Che, Shabaka, and Che coming on at 11. So I decided to go on early. I didn't want to cross. They coming on at 11. So I decided I was gonna come on 11:30. They scheduled for 11. So now I'm on. Say, hey, y'all gotta stay subscribed. Y'all have to stay subscribed because y'all know I will do a show just like that without notice. I mean, I kind of give a notice, but then I'll go early. So if I post a show, expect me to go early. I might go early. Just know, oh, Black Sun's gonna come on today. So I'll give y'all heads up the day before and just stay tuned. They stay tuned. So um I'm gonna have to pull my black card out here. Have to pull my black card out here today. Today. Y'all see that? Y'all see the melanin? Y'all see the melanin? Because people, we got still some stragglers out there. I ain't talking about black folks. I'm talking about white people, man. I'm talking about the white people. White people. Let me put down a invite. And I'm not talking all white people. I'm talking about the progressive, the scraggly looking motherfuckers, the damn progressive Democrat Biden supporters. Like, I'm like, are there still Biden supporters out here? There are still Biden supporters out here. There are still people stuck in the mud out here, stuck in the mud, wearing the mud boots. What's going on? Still wearing the mud boots. The title is Black Prosperity. Democrats are anti Black prosperity. And if you are anti Black prosperity, you are anti American prosperity. It's just that simple. Okay. And if you at this point support the Democratic Party, your math is in question. Okay, your math is see. In order to have prosperity, you have to have a level of understanding when it comes to mathematics. What do I mean by that? We all know that 1 plus 1 equals 2, right? We do all know this. This is the foundation, the bedrock to success when dealing with money, economics, dealing with home ownership, dealing with a business. Now, you know what? Because a lot of that, somehow people, it goes over their heads. Let's just keep it simple, y'all. 1 plus 1 equals 2. The Democrats, I'm not going to even say Joe Biden no more. Man, fuck it, man, because people don't, they think, oh, well, we'll just get in Gavin Newsom. They want to, some people are just holding on. It's the Democrats, y'all. It's the Democrats who do not know mathematics. And I'm going to extend that to the Uniparty because you got some cowardly Republicans, some rhinos that don't understand mathematics. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this is the foundation to success right here, to managing money, budgeting, planning. All this. Is my mic good, twin? Is my mic good? Because I gotta kind of relax. I don't want to be all up in the fucking camera. I want to kind of stand back. Let me see if I can adjust my mic here. Because I want to kind of relax when I talk this. mathematical talk, because the mathematical talk, I want to be relaxed and calm when I explain this, because it's like, damn, my kids all know math. So I don't, it gets kind of frustrating when I'm explaining math to grown people. All my kids are good at math. So why am I explaining this to grown people? Damn. So let me take a deep breath, because 1+1 = 2. If you have migrants coming across the border, by the droves, that, my friend, messes up the job market. That messes up the wages. That messes up the housing. That messes up the food prices. I wish I had a chalkboard to explain this, because I feel like I'm sitting down with my children right now explaining basic arithmetic. And I'm not even talking fractions or multiplications. I'm talking simple arithmetic. I say the Democratic Party because the Democratic policy are bringing the migrants in droves. People of Chicago, people of Cook County, you guys can flip Chicago. Back to the simple math again, because you guys are the only holdout in the whole state of Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, the state of Chicago. Or is it Illinois, Chicago? Anywho, Cook County is the solid blue county, but it's the Cook County. Shout out to the Black people in Cook County who are revolting, who want to revolt against the Democrats and the Biden regime. And they're saying that, look, we want Trump to clean things up. So Donald Trump, Black people of Cook County and Donald Trump, y'all need to work that out. Donald Trump, you're going to have to do a rally. The people of Chicago are behind you, because they understand that 1+1 = 2. They understand that in order to have black prosperity, we must plug up the southern border. In order to have black prosperity, we must end the war in Ukraine. To have black prosperity, we must drill, baby, drill. In order to have black prosperity, we simply must have Donald Trump in office. Okay? We need a president/businessman. We need Donald Trump as president, quite possibly Vivek Swamy, his VP, maybe a Trump Vivek Swamy ticket. That's just dealing with the Democrats. The Democrats, y'all have to understand, they're done. I mean, I know there's some scragglers that I keep bumping into the scragglers. How I keep bumping into them. How does Black Sun keep bumping into these scragglers? Is it by design? Is it by fate? Is it by chance? How do I keep running into these scragglers? And you know what? It's so funny. Most of them are white. Most of them are white, because every new black person I'm running into, I figured that out, because black people are figuring it out. Black people are on the ball when it comes to politics. It's still the white people like, I don't want to talk about politics. If you are any type of forum, this is just the internet, and they don't want to talk politics, exit the other way. Black people are really stepping up, Black men and Black women, and I applaud that. I applaud that they're seeing the importance of politics. They are seeing the importance of having a political discussion, because in order to have 1 + 1 = 2 and climb, and even when you walk upstairs, that's mathematics. 1 2 3 4 5 6. You gotta climb upstairs. That deals with math. Even coming back down the stair, that deals with mathematics. And mathematics and politics go hand in hand. And that's why when you got people who don't want to deal with politics, they don't want to deal with common sense. They don't want to deal with thinking. They don't want to think. They don't want to think for themselves. Oh, I don't want to deal with politics. Oh, they want to deal with nigga shit. Nigga shit meaning anybody can talk. You got white people that can partake in nigga shit. Shout out to Snowman. You got white people who want to partake in nigga shit. Here on the arena, I like to discuss politics, and I hope we can all have some common sense. We can look at the economy. We can look at 1 + 1 = 2. The Democrats are not down with 1 + 1 = 2. They're not down with the simple arithmetic of life and how things are working with the economy. Black prosperity, they don't want that. They want black people dependent, and they want black people subservient to the system. Don't ask no question. Just vote, boy. Just vote for the Democratic Party over and over again, and not asking for any tangibles in return. Shout out to Che and Shabaka. They always ask for tangibles. Just saying, no tangibles, no vote. So the tangibles that Trump offered, because you might say, well, what tangible Trump? The tangibles that Trump are offering, and you can agree or disagree, is that the tangible is to close the border. That will help black people. In the war in Ukraine, that will help black people. And start drilling. Those are three immediate tangibles that would help the economy, that would boost the economy, that will help the job market. Like I said, we can't have a job market with an overflow of migrants. We cannot have a flowed economy when we're bleeding out to Ukraine and funding that war. That's a lost cause. And y'all know I haven't done excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I need some water this morning. I haven't done the arena this week, and I haven't done the arena abroad this week. Y'all know it's things have to come pick back up. Y'all know this damn Christmas holiday stuff is always do this year. I always go through a long week off because not only was it raining, it was cold. So I say that to say this. You see, they're trying to, let's see, Deacon says, you see what they're trying to do with Governor Abbott. I mean, break it down, Deacon, break it down. I mean, I know Mr. Deacon's a reality. I know a lot of governors are getting a lot of flack because I think is Abbott, Deacon, correct me if I'm wrong. Abbott is the Texas governor, right? Is he the Texas governor? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know right now the governors with this whole migration thing, because you got red states pushing the migrants to the blue states, because the blue states, that's what the blue states voted for. If you vote for the Democratic Party, you're voting for open door policy. So they're saying, here you go. Okay, so he said that is correct. They basically passed the law. They basically say the law he passed is unconstitutional. Oh shit, hold on. Correct. They're trying to sue Abbott for making the migration law. They're trying to say it's unconstitutional. They're trying to say that. Okay, yeah, I remember now hearing about that. Um, this is what I'm talking about. It's simple mathematics. How are we suing the governor of Texas for securing the borders? So all he's doing is he's enforcing the policies that the federal government, which Biden is supposed to be enforcing. I don't see that. That's my weird mathematics, man. The weird mathematics of the Democratic Party. Black people, y'all have to understand the Democrats are not working in our favor when we do the math. When we do the simple math, we can't sit up here. And shout out to the people of Chicago, because I think the math is starting to come together. We cannot expect the Democratic Party to do right because they're working against us. They're working against Black people. They're working against the American people. They're working against America, period. This is what the Democratic Party is doing. There is no more Democratic Party. As y'all know, there's the Uniparty. The Uniparty is not working for the best interests of the American people, Black people. Because when I say Black people, I'm saying American people, Blacks people. Your lineage, if you are Black here in America, you're born here. If you fit the criteria for damn reparations, you're an American. Plain and simple. This is your country. This is your country. Plain and simple. Immigrants have more rights. Right. This is what I'm talking about. The math is not adding up. How are we? Because the Democrats are like, oh, the Black people will vote for us. We'll just look past them. Now let's concentrate on the immigrants, because most of the immigrants are traditionally religious. Let me just say religious, and a lot of them have family values. 1 + 1 = 2. A lot of them are conservative, like have conservative. I ain't gonna even say Christian, just say conservative values. Family, family unit, having both parents in the household. A lot of them are not down with the whole LGBTQ agenda. A lot of them are not down with. So a lot of them have. So it basically it's about. Basically, it's about economic competition. At the end of the day, it's just them. But the Democrats are counting on them to come across the border and to think they will be obliged to vote for the Democrats, and that's what the Democrats are hoping, because now they know that they're trying to beat Black people. They're trying to beat the Democrats are trying to beat us to the punch, because we're waking up and we're like, wait a minute, Trump is, he's doing things that's helping out the economy that would help Black people, that would help Black prosperity. So to beat us to the punch is to push to push us aside and go straight to the migrants. And hopefully they're hoping that the migrants help keep their party alive. You should see the huge Catholic churches they have built in my area popped out of nowhere. Right, Deacon? You're going to have Catholic churches and you're going to have mosques popping up more. But it's weird, because the Democratic Party goes against the Muslims and the Catholic values, because Muslims and Catholics, they believe in family. Part of having a family, y'all, is having like a wife, husband. That's part of Black prosperity too. So yeah, it plays a big part. And that's why I can't partake in the whole manosphere, womansphere thing, because that's not prosperity. Here in the arena, Black Sons, like if you look at Che, they're a Black couple. We promote couples. We promote relationships. We do not promote, I'm against men and I'm against women and I'm against the Black woman. I hate Black women. I hate Black men. We don't do that bullshit over here. We don't do that bullshit over here. Shout out to Snowman. We don't do that bullshit over here. Okay? We don't do that. We don't do the goddamn liberal agenda over here because it's very confusing. It is very confusing. Yes, see what's going on. What's going on? They're building a Muslim center in my backyard, literally. So wait. Hold on. Deacon said they're building a Muslim mosque, and then hold on. So you got Catholic, and you see how this is work. This is weird, y'all. Wait a minute. I just saw somebody say they're building a Catholic churches. Now they're bringing Muslim mosque. Okay, so Deacon just said they're building. They're popping up Catholic things, and then now they're see how fast that's going, Deacon. You see how that's working? That stuff costs money. Now I've helped build a couple of mosques here in Georgia, so I know I do. Y'all know what type of work I do. So yeah, I've built plenty of mosques. I built some damn what are those Hindu temples. I built a lot of that stuff here in Georgia. I do type of work I do. I build. I'm seeing them being built, so I know what you're saying is 100% true and accurate. It's like a religious district now, right? And then those religious districts, they get involved in politics. It's sad to say. No, you know what? I'm gonna exclude black people out of this. White people, y'all are the cause of the whole. I don't want to talk politics. I don't want to deal with politics. I don't want to deal with. Y'all are the cause of that. This ain't black. This is not black people, because black people, we've been involved in politics for a long time, but somehow the narrative has been pushed because black people are running with Democrats. Y'all are laying down with dogs with fleas. And we got caught up in the liberal mindset. Oh, I don't want to deal with politics. That is a liberal, democratic mindset. They don't want to do 1+1 when it comes to politics. That's the democratic mindset. And the GOPs, not the MAGAs, the damn. I'm not going to even speak on the damn cowards of the old, let me say the old Republican Party. We now have a new Republican Party. It's called MAGA. Okay. MAGA is the new paradigm. It's the new Republican Party. And black people are a big factor when it comes to MAGA. Okay. Right now, what we're seeing across the internet, across YouTube, are multiple. If you deal with the arena, you see the same things I see because I post in their channels all the time. Black people diving right into the politics. And this is what I like. Yes, this is what I like. A spawn of black channels dealing with politics. This is what I like. Dealing with policy. This is what I like. Seeing black people. This is true black power. This is true black power, black supremacy. Dealing with the politics head on. Dealing with politics head on. And if you run into a white person and say, I don't want to deal with politics, go the other way. Go the other way. And when you see white people dealing with nigga shit, go the other way. Straight up. Straight up. Okay, so let's see. You are reading it correctly. And so Deacon says after they built all these black churches now, they are replacing them. That's a fact because it seems like, man, now Deacon, I hope the mosques and the Catholic Church don't become the new hive mind beds for the Democratic Party. I hope that's not the case, but the Muslims have already spoke out. They're not voting for Biden because of the whole Palestine-Israel situation. Can't blame them if they're offered millions. Millions, millions of our dollars, millions of our tax dollars. Peep that. Can't blame them if they're offered millions of our tax dollars allocated to them. Damn. Damn. Let's see, block. I like the block. Classic. Minimum. Let's do the block today. Let's do the block. I like the block. Okay, y'all. I had to make an adjustment there. Church is big real estate game out there here in Texas. It not only is in Texas, all over the country, twin. Real estate, there's a lot of money in mosques, Catholic churches, and Christian churches, that there's a lot of money in that. Yeah. Like I said, I built several mosques myself here in Georgia. So yeah, you're speaking the truth. You're right, Black Sun. It's a political takeover going on through religion. Right, yeah, because the religion, you got a large base of people. You got a large base of people in a private. Now, somebody might debate, say, well, religious institutions are private. They are, in a sense. They're anybody's able to, you know what? I can't even say anybody's able to come. First of all, you have to be a Muslim in order to go to the mosque, so you have to be part of their religion, and you have to be. So it's really a private entity. And when you have that private group entity, you have a block. And when you have that block, you have power, because that group, whether it be Muslims, Catholics, or Christians, you have that group moving that block moving. Malcolm X talked about it a long time ago. He talked about it, and that's why Chicago is so important historically. Chicago is very important because what's going on, Josh? What's going on, man? What's going on? Shout out to Josh. What's going on? So we're talking about simple mathematics, Josh. Now, we're talking about how the Democratic Party and people who support the Democratic Party are not mathematically together. And we talk about, now when we talk about Black prosperity, we're talking about American prosperity, we're talking about it all together. Now, this goes to also, because I hear people bring up Nikki Haley. Again, if the mathematics are not adding up, your end game is in question. If the mathematics don't add up, because like I said, we're talking about prosperity. So again, and people might always say, oh, Trump and Biden have the same policies. No, they do not. When a person says there's no difference between Biden and Trump, look at them. Just give them one of these. Give them one of these. Give them the eyeball. Give them the one eyeball. Give them one of these. Because the Democrats are not for prosperity. I'm sorry, is Biden trying to drill oil? Is he trying to? In fact, is Biden trying to end the war in Ukraine? Is Biden trying to end the war in Ukraine? Because that's a policy right there. Biden wants to keep the war going. He wants to protect Ukraine because Ukraine has the dirt on Biden. We've already seen it with the Burisma, buying laptops. It's all out there, but nobody. We see what's going on. So Biden's interests, and the reason why, do y'all know the reason why they're really going after Trump? Why they're trying to take him off the ballot? Why they're trying to arrest Trump? Because Trump was looking into the Burisma thing. He made a phone call to Ukraine, and Biden was like, "Oh hell no, we gotta." When he still had, well, no, I think he still has sense. I think Biden has sense. He's playing dumb. He's playing senile. So when the shit hits the fan, when people want to confront Biden, really, really, really confront Biden, he's gonna, where am I? Where am I? So I say that to say this: Biden and Trump do not have the same policy. They don't have the same policy in ending the war in Ukraine. They do not have the same policy when it comes to black prosperity. Biden, he likes locking up black people. That's what he likes to do. The Democrats like locking up black people and criminalizing black people. Trump wants to reform. He wants to reform the system and have the country be prosperous. You can know that Biden and Trump are not the same because of the economy we live in now and the economy we lived in under Trump. That just shows it right there. But let's get back to Nikki Haley. And let's get back to 1 + 1 = 2. Now, you got people saying, oh, I don't agree with the, let's see, that's a given. They reviewed the math with Common Core. Oh, gosh, not Common. Oh, gosh. Yeah, they're, oh, man. Yeah, you can't reinvent math. 1 + 1 = 2, Josh. And so when they're counting on people, like I said, the Democratic state of mind is, oh, we don't deal with politics. Oh, but we're going to go vote for, it's like, no, dude, you got to deal with politics in order to vote. So you know what you're voting for. So unless extremely profitable, hold on. The pastors, you're right, Black Sun, is a political table going on religion. The pastors make enough to pay off the land, then sell out. That's true, unless extremely profitable. Shout out to Josh, Black Sun. Okay, so yeah, y'all. And anybody can join. Josh, you can join if you're not busy. Again, I've had people come on here and try to talk about Nikki Haley or Nikki Haley, Ron DeSantis. That doesn't sound like a broken record right now. Okay, that's fine. You're at work. That's cool. I'm going back to work on the 3rd. Yeah. When the construction, man, it raining and the holidays, yeah, I'm off for till the 3rd. So I go back to work on the 3rd. I say this to say this. I've had people try to argue about, well, they're going after Trump. Maybe we need alternatives. Again, the math is not adding up. Now, like I said, I know people don't go by polls, even though you got polls showing that Trump is trouncing Joe Biden. You got the Muslims saying they're not voting for Biden. You got black people saying, we need Trump to come to dang Chicago and, stop this dang migrant situation. So when you're listening to the American Muslims and the American black people and the American Trump supporters, when you're listening to 81 million people, and when you see that, let's just say hypothetically, Biden had 81 million, then run the thing fairly. But when you're trying to lock up Trump, when you're trying to take Trump off the ballot, which they put Trump back on the ballot in Colorado, and now they trying to take look, y'all, don't panic when y'all see Maine. They're like, oh, we're gonna take Trump off the ballot. Again, she's suspending. They're doing the same thing as Colorado. They're suspending it until the Supreme Court makes a decision. Okay, the Supreme Court aren't these they know the Constitution very well, and they know that what they're trying to put Trump on the take him off the dang ballot. Trump is not an officer. He was not an officer in the dang during the Civil War, so we don't have to worry about that. Trump is, they know what they can't. They have to do all this, the indictments, trying to pull off the ballot because there was no 80 million people that voted for Biden. That's why they're doing this. Did y'all hear me when I said that? There was no 80 million plus people that voted for Biden. That's why they have to trying to pull Trump off the ballot. They know there were 81 million people that voted for Trump. There were a lot of black people, there were a lot of Muslims, there were a lot of white people. There were a lot of people that voted for Trump. They claimed that there were 80 plus million people that voted for Biden. Do you know why? Twin said, interesting. Do you know why? Now, do you see why they're trying to lock up Trump? Why they're trying to take Trump off the ballot? Do you see why now? Why they're panicking? Why do they do the fuckery that they do? Damn, I'm cursed early. It's not even 9 o'clock and I cursed. Do y'all see why they have to do the shenanigans, the obvious shenanigans, the clear, blatant shenanigans? Because there was no 81 plus million people that voted for Biden. If them indicting Trump on all these damn 91 indictment charges, this and that, which has been delayed, by the way, and him trying to take him off Colorado, now Iowa, and and Gavin Newsom. Shout out to Gavin Newsom. Shout out to Gavin Newsom because Gavin Newsom told his lieutenant governor, we're not doing that fuckery. We're not taking Trump off the ballot. If you want to defeat Trump, defeat him in the polls. Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom. Damn. Gavin Newsom. Damn Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom of California. Man, repping the state I was born in. I was born in California, y'all. But I'm a Georgia boy now. I'm here in Georgia. I live in a red state. Got it. I can't even call myself a boy. I got too many gray hairs to call myself a boy. But I'm a Georgia good old boy. Always been a Georgia. Even when I was in California, I was a Georgia good old boy. As growing up, I would watch Ted Turner, TBS, Turner Broadcasting System. I would watch goddamn shows like Gator. I would watch shows like what's another goddamn Burt Reynolds TV show? I watch Deliverance. I watch all these good old movies when I was in California. Just always had a love for the South here. I've always had a love for the South. So they're knowing that going into 2024, we have a more tighter knit system. We're catching people stuffing ballots. We're catching people like left and right with the voter fuckery in different states. Y'all see my past shows. And they know going into 2024, if things are on the up and up, hypothetically, if things are on the up and up and we have the most secure election, Trump would not only win by a landslide with the Electoral College, but he will flip. Like I said, he will flip some blue states. Cook County, we're depending on you, Cook County, so you can flip Chicago. Chicago, Illinois. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having brain fog. Chicago, Illinois, Chicago. Because I haven't been there. Are these two different places? Or there's the same place? Chicago, Illinois, Chicago. Illinois is a state, and then Chicago's a state, right? I'm brain fogging this morning. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, but Cook County. Cook County. Cook County. Shout out to Chief. Chicago. Chicago's the city. Chicago is the Cook County, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. Illinois is a state, Chicago is a city. Chicago. Okay, I'm sorry, Deacon, man. My brain is like, okay, so Illinois is red. Chicago is red. Yeah, Chicago, Illinois. Thank you, twin. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. My brain is like a little short circuit there. Again, the mathematics, man. I didn't have my coffee this morning. So in Chicago, there's only one county, Cook County, that is solid blue. If you pull up a Illinois map, it's mostly red. Twin. Correct, Black Son. So, Deacon, do you know it's mostly red? I learned this. I learned this last month. I didn't know it was predominantly red. I did not know Illinois was predominantly red. In fact, the last blue holdout, the only reason why that state is blue is because of Cook County in Chicago. Like Chicago is mostly red except for Cook County. And Cook County is blue because of Black people. And guess what Black people are doing? I don't know if y'all seen this video. I'm going to share a video with you guys. They were having a rally, because y'all know I love watching these rallies in Chicago. I love watching these rallies in Chicago. And in Chicago, they were having, of course, they were having their they were talking to the governor or mayor. No, they were talking to the mayor about the whole migrant crisis. And one of the guys got up and said, man, I'm not here for the migrants. I'm here for them Black people, older Black fella, right? And he said, did y'all see that video? Y'all let me know if y'all saw that video. If not, Illinois is mostly rural. That's right. All right. Yeah, that's true, twin. Did y'all see that video where the guy, he got it in Chicago? He said, look, Trump, you need to come and clean up Chicago. Did y'all see that video? Because I'm looking for it now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking for it right now. If y'all seen that video already, we could just talk about it. Because, man, I gotta search. Hold on. Play it. Okay, Deacon. Okay, hold on. Let me find it. Damn. Now I gotta find it, Deacon. Okay. Black Chicago calls for Trump. Let's see if it comes up, because damn. Flipping it red. Damn. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff coming up. But I want to find specifically that one video. See, they trying to hide that video. Yo, Deacon, bear with me, man. They trying to bury that video because it is a stain on the Democrats. And that's where they're having the Democratic convention is in Chicago. So yeah, that is a Black. I found it. Black conservatives. Yes. I found it. Oh, I found it, y'all. All right. So hold on.
Speaker is George Blakemore.
George Blakemore is his name. I found it, y'all. I found it. Let's see if I could. I found it. So fair usage, YouTube. Fair usage. We'll go to the Black conservative history. Boom. Come on. See, they trying to mess up my fucking. Oh, here it is. Boom. Okay, fair usage, YouTube. Let me share screen. I'm about to play. You already know. Okay, so all right, here we go, y'all. Here we go, Deacon. We about to play this thing. Oh shit, hold on. Share screen. And it's Black Chicago. Boom. All right, so let me okay, I believe we're ready to go. Okay, so yeah, fair usage. Boom. Let me put that in there and let me play away.
Our next speaker is George Blakemore.
Anti-immigrant, illegal, call ICE, send them all back, waiting across the Rio Grande and don't obey our immigration and naturalization laws. And watch my minutes, because you should have it up here and over here, because they steal my minutes. We are the only people in America that was enslaved in America. We are not immigrants. We're not migrants. We belong. Listen! Listen! We are the only people enslaved in America. We didn't come over waiting and looking for something. And when we came over, we did work. And to see another group come over here, it's disgraceful. It is un-American. And these rules that you have, the rule, who made these rules? When did our ultimate vote for these rules? When did the people have time to participate in making these rules? And one of you all came over to me, Mr. Blakemore, we got little children. What about the black children in the ghetto? We got to make a future for them. These others will move them out, move us out, and they come in to compete with jobs, goods, and contracted services. A historian Carl Anderson said that they have a negative effect on the black community. Reading is fundamental. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. And these black ultimates, I urge you to vote no. Because aren't you black? Aren't you black? Don't you live black? Have you experienced the suffering that our people have gone through and still going through it? Having another group to come up in line and get in front of us. You got the right one on this mic. You got the right one, Mr. Blakemore. We got children here. Now you be respectful. I am respectful, and I'm advocating for the black children, because you all trying to gentrify us out and you in for jobs, goods, contracts, and service. Who do you think I am, or who are you? Who, if they clap, I can say boo. If they clap again, I can say boo. I'm strictly advocating for black people and call ICE on them. Trump, come in here, clean this mess up. The most corrupt city in the United States is the city of Chicago. And that's not my...
Thank you, Mr. Blakemore, for your comments.
Anybody with half of a brain understand that.
There you go. There you go, y'all. Twin, Deacon, hey, y'all. There it is. There it is. That's in Chicago. That is in the Democratic stronghold of Cook County. Again, black people control Cook County. The elder has spoke. He said Trump cleaned this thing up, and they were clapping. Trump 2024. This is Cook County, Chicago. See, one thing I know about black people, we know how to do math quite well. And we know prosperity. We know prosperity. And when it comes to fighting, black people will fight for some prosperity. We will fight for a better life. Now we must vote for Trump. Deacon, Twin, you can answer this question too, but this is just straight to Deacon, because he said we must vote for Trump. Chicago is gangster city for sure, no doubt. That is true. That is true, twin. That is so true. That is true after Trump, like son. Thank you, Deacon. But I gotta ask you this, Deacon. And I thank you for the support. Yeah, I am running in 2028. I'm getting my shit together. Deacon, I gotta ask you a straight up question. You just heard the elder spoke. In fact, can I play another video? Can I ask you this question, or do I need to play another video before I ask you this question? Do I need to play another video, or can I just ask you this question, Deacon? Shout out to Twin, but your brother has soul power right now. He has soul power. And soul power is about, let's talk about black power. Let's talk about soul power because, you know, shout out to Angels up 7, whatever we want to call it. We know what we're talking about. When we say soul power black, just ask. Do those black folks in Cook County have the power to flip Chicago red, Illinois red, like it's supposed to be? Do they have the power to flip that state for Trump? Black is soul. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out, like I said, whatever you want to call it. Soul power, black power, man. Shout out Angels 7. I have no disagreement with my brothers, my black lineage brothers and sisters here in America. Sorry, my Jamaican brothers, my Haitians, my Africans, I'm not, my Somalians, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm strictly talking about, and I still love y'all. But when it comes to black power, we're talking black lineage here in the United States of America. And yeah, I'm talking to my light-skinned brothers and sisters too. Y'all part of that too. But when I'm saying, Deacon, do they have the power to flip Chicago? Are they going to flip Chicago? I'm asking you. He said, sorry, Trevor. Trevor. Why does that name sound familiar? Trevor, who's Trevor? Damn, I'm having a brain fog. I'm sorry, man. I ain't had my coffee. Trevor sounds familiar. Who are we talking about? Trevor. Who's Trevor? Sorry, Trevor. Yes, sir. Trevor. Damn. Yo, Deacon, I'm having a brain fog right now, man. Who is Trevor? I know it's funny, man. I know I'm laughing. Dude, I'm having a brain fog. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I'm not working, y'all. When my wheels aren't rolling. Oh, by the way, my truck is ready. We're working on it's ready. It needs a paint job, though. It needs a paint job, but my truck is ready, y'all. So I'll be back in the old truck with the camera correct. Yeah, you got to be watching me sideways. Wrestling Wednesdays. Trevor. I forgot who that was. Oh, that's right. Wrestling Wednesdays. Yeah. No, actually, he. I don't feel sorry for Trevor because he don't fit into the lineage part. I feel sorry for him because he's still stuck with the Democratic mindset. Trevor is stuck. I wouldn't even say Trevor. It's more or less Venkat. Because Venkat influences Trevor. Venkat has the left mentality. Trevor's almost there because Trevor believes in the black family unit. So Trevor gets a pass on that. But Venkat, Venkat is so he's brainwashed by the left, man. But I got a lot of people that I know that are brainwashed that are still wearing the mud boots. I need to have a picture of boots with mud on it. Mud boots. Yeah, Venkat is your fault. Venkat is my fault? Man, I didn't tell Venkat to put them mud boots on. I didn't tell him to put them mud boots on, man. He can be wearing the mud boots. Good morning. Jay, the informant. Oh, Jay, man. Jay, what's going on? Jay, I'm going to ask you this question also. I asked Deacon. Deacon did not ask the question. Deacon, do the black people of Chicago have the power to flip the state? Simple question. You can answer that same question too, Jay. Do the people of Chicago have the power to flip the state? That's right, the mud boots. The mud boots. Simple question. Do the people of Chicago have the power to flip the state? Yes, sir, they do. Okay, Deacon, that's okay. Now that they do, will they flip the state? Now, because you got soul power, Deacon, we got to speak this thing into existence. Will they flip the state? Twin said, yes, sir. So I'm not sure. So Jay says, we're not sure. Okay, Jay, so why are you not sure? So let me ask you this, Jay. So do black people control Cook County in Chicago? That's the first question I got to ask Jay. Because Jay said he's not sure. Let's talk about it, Jay. Are black people not the majority of the vote blue no matter who in Chicago? We need enough to campaign for Trump. That's right. Yeah, we really do. We really do. We need all hands on deck because, like I said, this is our, when we talk, because Angels Nothing Up 7 talks about black prosperity, and the Democrats are anti-black prosperity. So it wouldn't be hard, especially seeing these preachers, social groups, and liberal whites taking up for immigrants, but they're not okay. So Jay, that is true. You got, oh, Jay, you didn't see the video. Jay, you did not see the video. Oh, I think I need to play the other video for you. Jay, have you seen the video? They're trying to overthrow, and I'm using the word overthrow. I mean, not literally overthrow, but trying to politically overthrow the mayor of Chicago. Like the people in Cook County, which is the stronghold. So let me ask you this, Jay, let me ask you this. I know you're probably at work. If you're not at work, hit the link, bro, if you got time. But I know a lot of people are at work. I know I came on today, today's Friday. But I know y'all trying to get, your paychecks and all that. So I get it. So y'all at work. But if you have time, hop on, Jay. Let me ask you a question. Number one, Jay, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I'm going to ask you a line of questions, and they're going to be very simple, easy questions, Jay. Okay, I figure you're at work. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, everybody's at work. That's cool. So shout out to Josh, shout out to Jay, shout out to everybody that's working, because we're working class, right? Which brings us to Chicago. Okay, so the first question, Jay, are you aware that Illinois, when you look at the counties and look at the map, it's mostly red? That's number one question. Are you aware of that, Jay? No, Jay, you got the power now. We're going to put the power in your hands now. You at the wheel, Jay. You driving, Jay. You're the designated driver. You are the designated driver right now. I know you're at work, but I'm not going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. I'm just going to ask you a quick question. So that's number one, Jay. Are you aware that it's mostly yes? Okay, so that's the first question. Now, Jay, do you realize in Chicago, it's mostly red except for Cook County? Are you aware? That's the second question. That's the second question, Jay. Like I said, it ain't going to take long. I ain't going to take much of your time, Jay. So I just need you to answer the second question. Do you realize Chicago is mostly red except for Cook County? I didn't know that. Okay. So when you now, Jay, when you get a chance, when you pull up Chicago and look at, it's mostly red except for Cook County. Cook County is the stronghold. It flips the whole state of Illinois to blue, but it's mostly red. But the concentration of people are in Cook County. So you didn't understand the same. I mean, you didn't know. I didn't say you. I'm sorry, Jay. You were unaware that Chicago is mostly red except for Cook County. So then let me make a statement, and then you can respond to this, Jay. You are aware that this is the third question, Jay. So, Jay, are you aware that Cook County is the blue Democratic stronghold in Chicago? I think you probably know that question. So, did you know that? That's the third question. Okay, he's at work, y'all. So we're gonna be patient with Jay. So he didn't know that real walkie-talkie, whoop up the bam, real walkie-talkie. He said, nah. Okay, so Jay didn't know that. Okay, so Jay, right? I didn't know this either, Jay, until last month because I was, like I said, I kept watching. Okay, so the people of Cook County are where all the migrants are being sent. And the people of Cook County, the black people of Cook County, and I don't, and it's funny because you mentioned the preachers, the white liberals, the social groups, they are crumbling because black people are saying, man, get these migrants up out of the goddamn city. They're saying get the migrants, and I just played a video. Let's see if I can play one more thing. But this is just a taste of what's going on. This is just a taste of what's going on. But there's many of these. I'm just going to give you one taste. Oh, by the way, real quick, this popped onto my thing. Nikki Haley didn't know why there was a civil war. Nikki Haley didn't know why there was a civil war. 1 + 1 = 2, y'all. 1 + 1 = 2. And we're still talking about Nikki Haley as opposed to Trump. 1 + 1 = 2, y'all. Enough about Nikki Haley. So, so Jay said, I'm not familiar with the Dem strongholds are at expect in Texas. We are live. Shout out to Angels Up 7 on Reality Temple on Earth. So, yeah, Jay, so the people in Chicago, Nikki Haley. Yeah, Nikki Haley's a fucking bird brain, man. Jesus Christ. She's a fucking bird brain. Damn, just awful. Now, Jay, I will say this. Shout out to my Indian people. I wouldn't mind seeing a Trump Vivek Swamy ticket. Vivek Swamy, he's talking sense. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't mind if Trump chooses Vivek Swamy as a VP, I wouldn't be mad. Now I know a lot of people saying Tucker Carlson saying he don't want to do it. So I wouldn't be mad. Byron Donalds, I wouldn't mind him picking anybody, any woman but Nikki Haley. So, you know, I even heard them bring up like I said, man, I'm sure Trump will make the right decision. There were rumors about Trump picking Nikki Haley. Donald Trump Jr. said, over my goddamn dead body. So that's not happening. Donald Trump Jr. said, over my dead body. I'm paraphrasing. Because somebody put a rumor out there, Trump might pick Nikki Haley. That's not true. Donald Trump Jr. said, that's not happening. So let's end that bullshit right now. Donald Trump Jr. said, that is not going to happen. So if I know, because, you know, I got sons, I know Donald Trump Jr. probably got on the phone and said, Dad, you better not. He said, son, I would never do no stupid shit like that. You know me, son. He said, okay, Dad, I'm just making sure. Donald Trump Jr. said he's making sure that Trump does not pick Bird Brain as his VP. Donald Trump coined the phrase bird brain for Nikki Haley, so that's not happening. So let's get back. Okay, so my bad. I knew about Democratic strongholds in Texas only. Okay, and okay. So Jay, yeah. You know, the strongholds The reason why the strongholds, and Jay, you probably already know this, because they have the popular vote. They have a lot of people. And so the stronghold just means they, like in Chicago, Cook County outnumbers all the other red counties in Chicago and the whole state of Illinois. And so that's why that's a Democratic stronghold. The people within that stronghold are saying, man, fuck you preachers. Fuck you, goddamn, whoever the fuck you, fuck the white liberals. We are voting for Trump. This is what they're saying in the heart of Cook County, because they're saying that Trump is the only one that's going to fix this migration problem. So let me ask you another question, Jay, because you're in Texas. Are black people the majority of those strongholds? Because it's usually when there's a Democratic stronghold, it's mostly black people. But I'll ask a question. I don't want to speak for Texas. You're in Texas, so I'm going to ask you, sir. In those Democratic strongholds, are those majority black population? I know I'm asking you a lot of questions. You at work, man. I'm sorry, Jay, but I gotta give you the powers, bro. You got the power. You are at the steering wheel right now. Yeah, Dallas and other spots. Okay, so right. So now, if those black strongholds, which are Democratic strongholds, threaten to vote for Trump, what do you think will happen? These are people that are involved in politics. These are people who are the heart and roots of who the preachers are trying to convince, who the white liberals are trying to convince, who the goddamn Biden administration is trying to convince. Like the people of Chicago are saying, hell no, we want Trump. Like I said, I don't know if you came in late, but I played a video. I played several videos where people in Chicago are saying, we want Trump. We want Trump. They want to show, they apparently know, they're self-aware. They are self-aware that they are the power. Now we're talking true black power here. They are aware of the true black power that they have in Chicago. And they're saying, we fuck the Democrats. We are voting for Trump. We're not voting for the Republicans. We are voting for Trump specifically. They're saying fuck the damn, they're saying the same thing I'm saying. And I know it's confusing when I say fuck the Republicans, because the Republicans are, listen to me, listen to my words. Fuck the Republicans. The Republicans and the Democrats are uniparty. They're unipartyists. They are one and the same. Black people, y'all get this. It's my white people who do not get this. Some white people get it. I ain't gonna say all white people. The white Democrats don't get this. The white liberals don't get this. Black people get it. They're saying, no, we don't want we don't want the Nikki Haley's. We don't want the Krispy Kreme Krispies. No, we want Trump. They say specifically, we want Trump. The black people in the strongholds and Democratic strongholds in Chicago are saying, we want Trump. They've said Trump numerous times. They have not said Nikki Haley. Burbank here. They have not said goddamn Ron DeSantis. They have not said goddamn nobody but Trump. They have said Trump. We want Trump. They have called out Trump specifically. That's why I said you got MAGA and then you got the Uniparty. Same thing that just happened to Sheila Jackson Lee. Black folks are not voting or voting elsewhere. Yeah, black people, we on par. We are flexing our black power muscle right now. We are on code, as Che would say. We are on code when it comes to politics that benefit us. Migrants and an open border does not benefit black people. Sending billions of dollars over to Ukraine is not benefiting black people. Not drilling oil and paying high-ass gas prices is not beneficial to black people, because black people want black prosperity, and the Democrats are anti-black prosperity. It's just that it's simple. Black people, men and women, we love prosperity. We love fat paychecks, and we love low cheap gas prices. We like low property taxes. We like things that are to our detriment, to our advantage. That's why now I'm not leaving out white people or Hispanic people, but black people, we are very honed into prosperity. Now, white liberals, they will poison and muddy the water saying, oh, it's not all about money. Yes, it is. It's all about money. Don't let these goddamn bootleg preachers goddamn tell you it's not about money. Yes, right. That's right. Tell it, Deacon. I love my Lexus. And Trump will make sure that you get a fair, decent gas price when you go to the gas pump and pump up your Lexus, sir. Trump will make sure that the gas prices are reasonable and start drilling and goddamn cut the funds off for Ukraine so you can fill up your Lexus, sir. Because there's nothing worse than a Lexus on E. Premium only. No, Deacon, you didn't hear me. There's nothing worse than having a Lexus on E in Biden's economy. But see, Deacon, you love your Lexus. Hold on. Let me say this. You love your Lexus, but you love to eat too. You shouldn't have to decide, damn, do I pump gas in my car or do I want to eat? Because I love my Lexus, but I like to eat too. That right. Tell it, Deacon. Because just like you love your Lexus, I love my Cutlass. And just like you, Deacon, I like to eat too. I shouldn't have to decide, do I want to fill up my gas tank or do I want to do I want to eat? Because the car's got to eat too. The Lexus has got to eat too. So you love riding smooth, right? It'll ride even smoother under Trump because Trump gonna start drilling. Trump gonna get them gas prices back in order. Black life 100%. And this is why, like I said, there's no shout out. This is no knock to the white people, but black people, we are on code with politics because as a group, we're getting involved in the politics. I got a little surprise for y'all. I'm going to text Nature Mom right now. I'm going to text Nature Mom right now. Bring her on the show right now. Can you come on the show right now? Can you? Right now. All right. I just text Nature Mom. Oh snap! I know. This is just. I just saw her. I just text her. I don't know because she's in England right now. She's in England, so she's not at home. She's in England, so I don't know if she'll be able to join us. But I'm just hit. This is on the spot thing, so it's not a guarantee. Deacon, don't get too excited. I just text her. Her connections ever since she's been in the UK has been kind of weird. So yeah, shout out to Nature Mom. Who is a black woman, by the way. Black woman. Oh, shout out to Snowman. Nature Mom is a black woman. GTO is a black woman. Lady Shade's a black woman. We got black women that rock out on this channel is what I'm trying to tell you, Snowman. So, that's why we don't do we hate black women. We don't do that shit over here. Okay? We don't do that. Intelligent black woman. That's right. Anywho, y'all. Okay, y'all. I think, okay. Nature Mom, her connection is all screwy Louie over there in UK. I'm thinking about doing a show on Zionist Most likely tomorrow. Thank you, Black Sun. That's expect to see GTO returning too. GTO is returning. Let me say if let me because what I did, y'all, and this is my mistake. I downgraded because nobody was doing shows like regular. And so when I downgraded, it booted off MD20 and GTO. So I was like, oh shit. So I had to resend. So shout out to GTO, shout out to MD20. So hopefully they'll get back on here and start doing shows. Shout out. We got, like I said, we got a show coming up at 11. We got Che. I'm gonna do a little running around, but I probably will tap in with Lady Che and Shabaka. Shout out to them. Like I said, we end up like I had 11:30 show, they had 11. So I said, okay, let me go early so I don't damn cross because I'm sure they're gonna get down. Sure, they're gonna get down on the politics, even though they may not agree 100%, we may not agree. They're on the politics, they're on code. On code is simply goddamn questioning the politics. Black people questioning the politics to their detriment is on code. Appreciate your time this morning, man. I appreciate you, Deacon. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate goddamn, man. Let me give a shout out. So we've been on an hour. So let me give a shout out real quick. Like I said, I got to make some runs this morning. I got to go down and, check the truck out, see what kind of progress. Making a lot of progress with the truck, but I got to make sure everything's on the up and up before we get that thing on the road again. Remember, it's in the shop, but we got to, do some tweaks. I knew Snowman was. I'm just saying, people show their true colors, man. And like I said, and like I said, he's grown. I mean, and let me say this, Deacon, he has a right to hate black women. I have no problem a white man hating black women. I mean, that's more black women. You know what? Let me just say, hey, he's grown. He can like and hate who he wants, Deacon. So my intent. That's why I have y'all here, Deacon. Yo, peace to the chat. Yo, peace, MD, man. Peace, man. MD, I'm about to close it out, man, because I got to go do a checkup on the truck. But let me ask you this, MD. Man, MD is in the hizzo. Because I just played a video. Y'all, MD, I be on these videos. MD, you can jump up anytime, man. Just hit the link. But I'm about to close it out. MD, do the people, and I know MD go, no, it's reactionary. I'm not going to ask you that, MD. I'm going to ask you one simple question. Do the people of Cook County have the power to flip the state of Illinois? Underrated Darkness. Good morning, my brothers in chat. Hey, Underrated Darkness was going. Oh man. Oh yeah, y'all subscribe to his channel, man. Hey, we gonna start. Hey, Darkness, man. Hey, I don't know. I think Darkness, he might be at work, man. But Darkness, if you want to come up, brother, welcome to the arena, man. Underrated Darkness, man. Shout out to you, brother, man. Shout out, man. MD said yes. Yeah, we miss the thought box. Now, and I know MD is going to give a breakdown of the main situation. Because that's what MD do. So MD does not agree constitutionally what they're doing, trying to take Trump off the ballot. So MD is our constitutionalist police. He's he's going to make sure everything's done by the Constitution. Now, MD says that the Supreme Court up there with Clarence Thomas and all of them will most likely flip all this in Trump's favor. So, MD, yeah, we're gonna need one of your thought boxes, brother, on the whole breakdown of the Constitution. We're gonna have to get a whole breakdown. Actually, MD, what I want to do is get a whole breakdown of the whole constitutional republic versus the whole democracy thing, But I have an old school film that I thought about MD. I said, damn, I know I'm rambling right now, but like I said, MD is our constitutionalist police, man. He makes sure the goddamn thing's in order. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's followed to the T, to the law. And like I said, MD has said, yo, the Supreme Court, the highest court, is going to goddamn make sure that shit is right and put Trump back on the ballot. But again, Maine only suspended it. They said, we're going to take Trump off the ballot, but we're going to suspend it and we're going to leave it up to the Supreme Court. That lady in Maine is on some fuckery. The goddamn Chicago judges are on some fuckery. So with that being said, y'all, stay tuned. Like I said, MD's back in the house. Goddamn GTO's back in the house. Che and Shabaka are coming up at 11. Again, y'all, I just wanted to come on here real quick and just talk about, the Democrats are anti-Black prosperity. We have the power. Black people have the power. We are on code. Like I said, if you got Black people in Democratic strongholds calling for Trump, it's over. Black people, the Black Democrats are calling out the bullshit of the Democratic Party. Now, MD might say, oh, Black son, that's reactionary. It is what it is. It is what it is, MD. It is what it is. It's just like, hey, I know you might say, oh, well, they're going to take Trump off the ballot. Well, guess what? Georgia's talking about taking Biden off the ballot. Reactionary? Yeah, I get it, MD. Everybody's not such a fine-tooth constitutionalist like MD. The rest is us humans. Some of us are reactionary. And yeah, people in Chicago, you might say them calling for Trump might be reactionary. I think they know what to do to solve that migration problem, MD. They know what to do to solve that migration problem. So call it reactionary, I don't know. They know that Black prosperity starts with closing the border. Black prosperity starts with goddamn drilling. Black prosperity starts with stop sending funds to Ukraine. Black people, y'all so quick to talk about racism, white supremacy. Y'all know the whitest of the whitest country in the world is Ukraine. The whitest of the white country to support Nazism is Ukraine. Are y'all aware of this? Ukraine is the only country that do not denounce Nazis, that don't denounce Hitler. Like they still were like Sieg Heil, they the rest of the countries who fought, hell, even Germany are like, no, we don't want to hear about Hitler. They don't want to hear about Hitler. But in the Ukraine, they're like, shit. We are full-blown Banderas Nazis, Azov Nazis. And Putin is saying, no. We're not having that again. We're not doing that. But people talk about, I'm pro-Putin. But let me ask you a question. If anybody looks at this video and say, oh, Black Son is pro-Putin, are you pro-Banderas? Oh, man. Underrated was good, man.
Good morning. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for subscribing to my channel.
Of course, brother.
I finally subscribed back this morning, a few hours ago, because YouTube would not let me last night. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they try to punish you on the low. It's all good. They trying to punish. They can't stop this though. They can't stop this. Did you see that Chicago rally?
I checked it out a little bit.
What do you think? What's your take on that?
I said for me, when it's going to be a time that we do things for us as African descent. When it's time that we have the information in the past, we have the scholars in the past,
Right.
When we gonna go back and have the information for benefit us? And
Well,
and I think that but you got some of us still thinking that that's the past, it doesn't work and everything. Whereas we shown at times in the past it does work. It just that we it's not enough of us was woke. And so for me right now, I call well it just came to my mind. I call this pacifier politics
okay.
because we still sucking on pacifier. We don't want to grow. We don't want to learn from the ones in the past that is willing to go against the system that has oppressed us. And I know that I'm not saying you, but I know there's a touchy conversation to have in the past of us as a people, some of us as a people. And so for me is that we got to tear it down and have our own. But I would say that whatever little liberties and little that we have, we should build on it. But at the same time that people talk about reparations but I ask people that don't look like us, y'all getting reparations.
Facts.
Y'all giving reparations of the back of us, our people.
Hell,
So
Ukraine getting reparations.
yeah, they Ukraine get reparations, and they, as you know, you go by history, they had not treated us as African descent. So I tell people you gotta do your history.
Well, you
Go
know,
back.
Andre, I've been accused of being a pro-Putin when I said that Ukraine are open Nazis. Like they are Banderas, they're like Azov Nazis. They're like not ashamed that they're Nazis. They're descendant of the original Nazis of Nazis, Germany's Nazi Germany. And so when I tell them that damn Putin is, that I don't support Ukraine, oh, I'm pro-Putin now. I'm just like, man, y'all silly. But that's a whole
Yeah,
other.
but it goes to show that this is all about history. Trust, I said this. You do your history, you know the truth right then and there. And all I can say, Google it. It's right there. So
Right.
we got quite a few. Well, I mean, in this country, there's a lot of characters, but these are dangerous characters because these are the ones that the sad thing about it, they had these evil laws on their side, and we failed to talk about that. They knows what they doing. This is assembly line. You got like I tell people, Strom Thurmond. I tell people, you remember Strom Thurmond? Strom Thurmond is
Mhm.
one of the few dissy Democrats that pushed the KKK policies in the late 1920s and on. Who do you think? I said, who do you think? What I said, who do you think? Who teach him that? I mean, Strom Thurmond. I mean, who do you think they learned that from Strom Thurmond? Biden, good old Biden.
Talk. Tell them.
So I tell people all the time. So when I see Biden, I see him as a second generation Dixiecrat. It
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it just that people call him quote unquote progressive. But he's not progressive. If you think about it, he's not progressive. I tell people that even back in 1980, when this USA had put drugs in our community through the this I forgot what country it was. Quote, sorry, I forgot what country it was. But we found out that the head of CIA is Oliver North.
Oh, Nicaragua. Yeah, Nicaragua.
Nicaragua, right? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And so you think about who you think that helped push that through. Good old Senator Biden.
Facts.
So when people talking about 92, No, you got to go way back. You got to go way back for Biden never was for people anyway, because he's a second generation Democrat. He still followed the Strom Thurmond KKK policies going back in the in the 1920s and on. You go look at Lyndon Johnson.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You can go back. People go, oh, you think about this? I said, yeah, but look what Martin Luther King have to do, and the people have to do. Really have to twist Lyndon Johnson's arm.
Facts.
He's a dissy Democrat. So I mean, like, what you explain, brother, what I explain, other people explaining, is the way it is like this, that you got to connect the dots. And then what you were saying, what I'm saying, no, people gonna say, oh, you just making it up. Just look it up. Just look it up. It's right there. So I don't have no quarrel. I don't have nothing for either party. I really don't. I just want our people. You gotta understand that to get what we want, it has to. I mean, it has to be so. It has to be some push. It has to be some sacrifice, and these sacrifices not gonna come just like that.
Well, underrated when I think there is some push going on. That's why I said the Chicago, and I'm glad you talked about both the Democrats and the Republicans are full of shit. That's why I said that right now they're called the Uniparty. There is no Democrat or Republican. There's a Uniparty that want to get things back the old ways, or like said, that the Uniparty is against Black prosperity. And the Uniparty's pushing for immigrants to come and push us all out of the way, push Black businesses out of the way, push Black employment out of the way, push the economy out of the way for us as Black people. So, yeah, I agree with you. The Uniparty is jacked up right now. And yeah, you're right about Biden. Biden, yeah, his bloodline goes back to goddamn he was a slave owner. He goes back to the slave owners, the Biden. But
right, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That's the part I left out too. I'm glad you feel that in. So
yeah, like
what I said about Strom Thurmond, and then go back what you say, he's a family of slave owners. Let's understand Strom Thurmond and the slave owners with the Bidens, between those times, that was not long ago, family.
Right.
It's not. And so I for me is people say be woke, but I said you gotta be around the ones who have the truth woke.
Right.
And so we gotta have these conversations, you know.
Absolutely.
We gotta have these conversations. It cannot be just many. There's gotta be a few. So I always proud of myself of my channel for years to talk about stuff like that. Like me and my lady, right? Me and my lady, we went to DC, African American Museum. She was telling me about it, and then we went there like 3 or 4 times because each time, it was a lot of people. Now I would say this before I continue: if you have little kids, it's best for them to stay home. If they like 12 or 13, that's when you bring them. And we went to each level, and when we went to the bottom level, it was something, bro. It was something. It was like I wish I was there to help, but they made a sacrifice. And after we left, I would talk to a brother would fight for reparations. And I see, our people, they were selling stuff, stuff for our people. That was great and everything. But I know there was a brother that was talking about reparations.
Right.
And there was people just walk past them.
Right.
like he was a nothing. It's on my channel and everything. Wherever I do, I'm gonna pull it up. I gotta
Okay.
look for it.
Okay.
That was towards the end of the live. But I asked some questions, and this is what we fighting for. And but people talk looking at the money and money. It's not just about the money and the land. It's about us as a people that we pay our debt to this country, and even around the world that we still get denied. And there's a lot of ethnicity groups in this humanity had got reparations somewhat on the back of us.
Right.
And that concept needs to be talked about too. And so
Well,
I mean, throughout the years, I am frustrated. I'm just being nice to you because I'm glad that you invite me up here. But I'm frustrated. I'm really mad. Frustrated is an understatement. But it is. I mean, like the
well,
Indians.
are you where the new fight right now and the whole reparations movement is whether we should give it to black people or people of lineage? Do you understand that fight that's going on?
The black people and millennials.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me back up. So reparations is on the table, but they're saying should it be race based or lineage based? That's the whole fight now. Meaning, if it's race based, that means Jamaicans can get it, Somalians can get it, Nigerians can get it.
But this the thing about why it's got to be include them if y'all was not part.
Well, exactly. That's why. Yeah, that's the
Y'all was
fight.
not part of it. Y'all came, and then let's be honest here. They consider y'all immigrants, and y'all still come in the back of us anyway.
Right.
Y'all wasn't fighting our fight.
Right.
I'm not saying that some didn't. I'm not saying that. But
Well, I'm
majority
saying
have it.
They weren't here. They weren't here. So no, it should be lineage based. Yeah, we should now. The Africans and the Niger, all them people need to deal with the reparations, whatever country they're dealt with. Like I said, whether it be England or France or whatever, deal or Spain, deal with them. But no, in America, it needs to be lineage based, meaning your parents, your great parents. So yeah, you're entitled to lineage based. It shouldn't be black reparations. It should be lineage based. But they're saying, oh, it's black people, then the Jamaicans and Haitians and Somalians and goddamn Nigerians, now they have their hands out too. Like, oh, we want reparations too. Like, no, you weren't here. So yeah, you're right. You just said it. So yeah, okay, but yeah, that's the fight right now that's going on.
Oh yeah, I heard. Matter of fact, I did heard about a little bit about it. I didn't really pay attention to it because
oh man, it's major.
I mean, yeah. I by hearing you right now, because the last time I seen it was like maybe like I said like the early 2000s. And that's when I first seen it. They did talk about it back like I said the 90s and late 80s, but now they say want to make it major now. I think it's a publicity stunt. As though again they're trying to undermine our worth.
Right.
And I think that at the end of the day, you gotta ask them whose side you wants to be on. I mean, like y'all come in this country and reaping the benefits, and you go back and you take those riches back to improve your country, but you still disrespect us.
Well, when it comes to the fight of reparations, we don't need them because they're not going to be a part of it. So now that's just our fight alone. Our fight with the lineage based, we don't, anybody talking about, race based. No, we need to correct that, make the language correct. It's lineage based, and that's it. There's really no it shouldn't be no complications when it comes to who is entitled to the American reparations. That's the lineage, black people, lineage-based reparations. So when you say black people, that's not black people from Jamaica. That's not black people from Haiti. if your lineage doesn't draw here in America, then you're not entitled to that. Go to your country and then ask for reparations accordingly. Like Jamaicans, they need to ask for reparations from England, Haiti, France, and then so on and so on, and then go on like that. Whoever colonized whatever place in Africa or in the Caribbeans, they need to handle that. But in America, that's our goddamn fight. That's not their fight. So no, I don't expect them to fight it because it's not their fight. So no, they don't. We don't need their help on that. That's our fight and our fight alone.
Yeah, so yeah. But I mean, how many of us is willing to say it's thanks but no thanks? You wasn't let's be honest, we when we was in slavery, y'all didn't really come to our rescue. You know, you listened to the slave owners and helped killed us.
Well, I'll say this in their defense: a lot of them were enslaved in other places, so they couldn't help us because they
No,
couldn't.
right. I hear what I'm saying. I'm talking about a few. I'm talking about
Okay.
the few. And that's the thing that I'm glad you brought that up. They was enslaved too,
Right,
but see, you'll do it where y'all at.
right, right,
Don't come over here,
right. Don't come over here, right, and ask for reparations. Ask
ask
for
for it and everything.
right. Ask for
Y'all do it over there. Y'all get your reparations over here.
right.
But how this evil system is, they want it like that. They want
Right.
it that way. So they said we're gonna give you a few chips here and there, and you just go and go after them and everything all right. But they feel I hear there are some that actually say that you getting your reparation by working, you going to school and stuff like that. I mean, like what kind of what is you saying? Also, who teaching you this?
Wait.
You
You
know?
saying they're trying to allocate reparations through education and all these other
Yeah,
programs?
yeah. This
Oh,
have been
no.
told to me. This have been told me throughout the years. This is what I was me born and raised in New York and everything. I hear craziness. This
Now
have been told.
In New York, don't they have a reparations committee that they just like in New York? Didn't they just like try to something? I heard.
Try.
Governor Hochul signed it in, and they trying to push race based is what they're trying to do. Governor
Yeah,
Hochul signed it in for the commission.
yeah.
If it's going to be out of whack. It's going to be out of whack because they don't got the necessary language in place to
No.
make it true reparation, and that's
Yeah.
the issue that we got. Now, I thought you was getting off, Black Son. I had logged off. I came back in my truck, and I heard y'all talking about reparation. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, let me go and hop back in.
Well, underrated. No, he from New York, so I'm glad that we brought this up because so what you're saying is that they fucked it up already, MD, by the
Yeah,
race.
pretty much because, and not only that, they trying to do it through goods and services. That ain't reparation.
No,
We got to get out the mindset of thinking that the government is the solution by way of services to close the wealth gap. That ain't it. Yeah, we've been getting goods and services. That's the reason we Democrats today. You know what I'm saying? If you
right,
really want to like break it down, the reason we went Democrat was through FDR and the New Deal. And we still got the short end of the stick with that because the white unions didn't let us into these unions and all that shit. We had to get our own union. So what I'm saying is goods and services is not the answer when it comes to reparations. We
Oh,
need cold hard cash so we can sustain ourselves individually. If you fall by the wayside, that's on you. It's no more excuses.
that's right.
We need a level playing field when it comes to assets, resources, and a means to build generational wealth. Services
yeah.
ain't gonna do it.
Well, as for me, born and raised in New York, um, what the brother was saying, I'm gonna say more than that. It was talked about in the 80s, but that convention he was talking about, they want to handpick it. See, a lot of people don't know that.
Well, see, this goes back to my argument when they were trying to do this in California. Like, who assigned these people to be over this shit? It's like, yo, do the same way that we did with the Japanese and Manzanar. Goddamn, issue the checks and that's it. Why we gotta have these committees and we need to no.
Because they want to hide the truth. That's what I'm saying. That in New York, let me tell you, before I continue, man, New York is dirty. I just tell people, do your homework about New York. New York is dirty. New York was never was for African descent. They never consider us as a people, and I just people. And so I've been out of New York ever since I said like 2012. But but I make sure I keep up what's going on. It's dirty, So like I said, they been talked about, and then they trying to get up these scholars that quote unquote that fit them, and there was never really no pushback because we're like that, no. So I could say.
So there's no push. Okay. So MD, hold on. So is there any pushback in New York on this whole race-based reparations?
Well, yeah. You got people that's in the grassroots that's been pushing for lineage based. But look what we're talking about. We're talking about New York City. We're talking about the literal hodgepodge of different nationalities and ethnic groups from around the world. When it's hard to delineate when you come from a demographic where you've always been mashed with other different groups. That's New York City. Hell, honestly, I would say that's a large majority of places outside of the South. Not all, but a large majority.
Right.
The issue that we face when we talk about different places and first of all, local reparations ain't it. Reparations is a federal issue. It's not a local issue. That's number one.
Right.
Second of all, New York City is a literal hodgepodge of different people from around the world. It's been like that for generations. Me and you talked about Black Sun about the block busting that the Jamaicans did,
right,
to the Black Americans in Brooklyn.
That's where I'm originally from
too. When you have a group of people that never got a chance to differentiate between anybody else and just got through pomp and circumstance, so to speak, don't have a true identity. That's what happened. That's why it's imperative when we talk about the Black South strategy and stuff like Operation Exodus Mississippi, where there is a clear-cut identifying marker to who you are as a person in the United States. First of all, you're American. That's first and foremost. Second of all, you're a distinct ethnic group within the Black quote-unquote society because of how you were brought up in the society. When you deal with places like California, when you deal with places like New York, Chicago, I kind of put Chicago out of it because Chicago is a place where it was clearly segregated amongst different groups in different places in Chicago. But nonetheless, you were still around. When you don't have an identifying marker to who you are as a distinct ethnic group, and you get put into places where there are other ethnic groups, you tend to cherry pick, plug and pick, so to speak, different varieties. That's why you got the whole situation now talking about who created hip hop. What kind of dumb argument is that?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here we are on social media arguing if the Puerto Ricans discovered hip hop, if the damn blacks discovered hip hop, if the Jamaicans, like that. When you get caught up in not having a distinct ethnic identifier, shit like that happens.
Right.
So first and foremost, you got to have a distinct ethnic identifier based on your circumstances here in the country. It ain't got shit to do with race. It got everything to do with the legality of who you are as a person, and that's a freedman. That's why I always push. You can't do reparations based off of slavery. Slavery happened. We can't do nothing to stop that. We can't make somebody else pay us because of it. What we can do is go off the promises that the United States government put into writing during Reconstruction. If we use that blueprint, we can have reparations in the next 10 years.
So why not the damn committee up in New York, the reparations, not using that goddamn template right there, MD? What the hell?
Because it's and when you look at Democratic strategy, it's all about DEI, diversity. What this shit is? Diversity, equality, and inclusion.
Right.
I'm not trying to be included with shit. I just want what's owed to me. That's it. Once we get the argument for race to me is over.
Right.
Because I can know off if we would have got what we was doing, we're having this conversation. Racism wouldn't exist from of course you can always think individually, but from a governmental aspect, that conversation wouldn't exist.
So you're saying
fuck over your that I ain't saying
right. So you're saying the Democratic Party is destroying the whole reparations movement with their agenda.
They are destroying it because in my opinion, when it comes, think of it this way. And this is my opinion. Like I said, I ain't for or against. I'm indifferent to all the shit when it comes to party. But the Democrats have literally squeezed every last drop of the lemon to create lemonade. It ain't no more lemon juice.
Right.
And black folks in America, we are the lemon.
Good
So
analogy.
once you squeeze that lemon as much as you can, you go to another lemon, which is the migration crisis here in America.
Right.
That's the next lemon. It ain't the fact that they put them over you. That ain't it. It's just they used up all that they can when it comes to the black vote, and not receiving shit for it. 50-50, that's our fault. I can't necessarily blame 100% that on the Democrat. That's our fault.
No,
Because we haven't educated ourselves politically enough to know how this aspect of democracy works in this constitutional republic. That's our fault.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. But I say this. I am going to take a strong stance on this, that us as a people, we should fight to get what we want. I am not a person that gonna say that we should got to go certain litigations of this and that. No, I'm tired of the litigations. I'm tired of going through this, and I know I'm not the only one feel this way. The way I look at it is this: let's get some people that's gonna be on the same line that we talked about and what we think about that live it. Let's go back to the ones in the past has pushed it that's no longer here. Let's take some of that and push it, because at the end of the day, when we talk about melting pot and everything, that's killed us too. And it's like wherever we speak for our rights, it's always a melting pot. It's always we gotta include, or we gotta include this law. Nah. Point blank reparations we got to have. And now the ones who don't want it, give it to the ones that give it to the ones that needs it. But all I'm saying is this: they use it I put this on how they fight us, and I'm just saying this. Why we always gotta have a bazooka to fight, but they use bombs to fight us? Why we cannot be the bomb and they had a bazooka and bombed them? And I'm talking about conversation and the takeover. Let's be in charge of our own now for a change. Because going back and forth, trying to prove that you are smart, ain't getting us nowhere. It's not getting us nowhere. Why our people right now is suffering in all levels of life.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, underrated. Stay tuned. MD, stay tuned, man. I got Che, and then we're coming up at 11, so I want to close this show out.
Okay.
But man, thank you for coming on. No, but like said, in about at 11, I don't know what time zone you in, but in about
I'm in the East Coast.
okay, so 11, Che's gonna come on with Shabaka, man, and they're gonna further discuss some politics. So man, shout out to them. So I want to close out the show, so I want to make way for them. But man, shout out to you, brother, man. Please come back again. And then join a show too, man. Join a show, man. Like I said, and this is MD right here. He does the show, and we all, you know what I'm saying, it's a conglomerate of us. We all do politics, but we all give different perspectives of it. So yeah, man. Yeah, like I said.
Hey, y'all welcome to subscribe to my channel, brother. You can put my info out you want to.
Yeah, can you put it in the chat?
I'm not on the chat now.
Okay.
Real quick, let me ask you a question, Black Son.
Yeah, sir.
What you think about Nikki Haley the other day about the whole Civil War thing?
I'm glad you asked. I was gonna ask you that question. Like I said, Bert, she a bird brain, bro. What you think about?
Hey, again, bro. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I talk a whole lot about like conservatism and all that shit, right?
Right.
When we talk about Donald Trump, his base is highly conservative. Yes, I agree with that.
Right.
But a highly Christian conservative. Yeah.
Right.
No doubt. Do I believe Trump believe that? No, I don't. And I think Trump do a horrible job, let's just say, in terms of facilitating a bridge between his conversation toward his base. Nikki Haley, and I had to come to this conclusion, right? Nikki Haley is the very epitome of conservatism here in America. If there's a better conservative candidate, it's Nikki Haley.
Well,
that's point blank. Nikki Haley is the female Ronald Reagan.
Well, I'm glad that you taught me the distinction of fiscal conservative. You know what I'm saying?
My bad. I thought I was going to be. My bad. I'm sick of
that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. I got to be careful of that weather, man. That's why I'm glad you distinguished the difference between fiscal conservative and goddamn Christian conservatives. As you know, I know we joke around and all that shit, but that Christian shit is like, woo, that shit is like, woo.
Yeah, and let me say this though too, the Republican Party, when they talking about that establishment of the Republican Party is gone.
Right.
It's done. So when people tell the establishment, it's done. You got the Christians, you got the left wing, wherever you call it, white wing, those are the ones that wants to control the narrative. And the Nikki Haley's in the world. You are not wanted. You're done. Like the brother said at the Reagan and stuff like that. But see, people.
I disagree. I disagree with that, based on the fact that she got all the money behind her from.
But I get what you're saying. You got right. I understand what I'm saying, brother. And I hear you on this. What I'm saying is this: I'm talking about the policy. Nikki Haley would have been running. I say in the early '90s, she would have get the nomination. But right now, she's not gonna get the nomination because the policies and how far backwards has Republican has that, this Republican Party. Hey, we got to shrink. We got to shrink the government. That's what they said. Shrink the government. Shrink the government. Shrink the government. Shrink the government. So we have to understand that of the Nikki Haley. I'm talking about policy now. She's not wanted because the Republicans is not having it. Reaganomics is done. It's done. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Rated One. We're gonna need you on Shabaka's show, man, because it sound like we're gonna at 11, man, jump on that show too, man. We're gonna need you on that show because I think
Okay, I'm gonna get up. Yeah, I'm gonna get off and y'all please subscribe to my channel.
Oh yeah,
Hit
most
me
definitely.
up. You can send it out, brother. And this is a great conversation. And thank you so much.
Man,
I
thank
really
you.
appreciate that because I went through. I said, "Oh, okay." He talking about some stuff that I've been talking about
Yeah,
for a while, and I think that my channel I talks about everything. I do have I do men's talk, and I do it in the morning and do stuff and that. But I want y'all to come through. I talk about everything, and us as black men, we have to be in charge of our own marriage, brother. And I know that we here and we there and everything, but black man, us as a people, let's unite and then let's take back what we want. Let's be in charge of our conversation. And you got what y'all doing is great, and I think it should be pushed and everything. And I'm gonna do wherever I can.
all right.
To
Well, like I
push
said, don't
that.
go nowhere, brother. 11 o'clock. Yeah, Shabaka's.
Okay.
They gonna be on. So yeah, I think you'll like Che and Shabaka and them too, man. Like I said, so don't. I don't know if you're at work, but like I said, 11 they gonna do their show. So I just wanted to come on real quick and
Is they gonna be on your channel?
it's gonna be in this channel. Yeah, this channel right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you subscribe to this channel, right when I close this down, their shit's gonna come right up at 11. That's why I'm trying to close this one out.
Okay,
So
thank you. And then nice meeting you. Nice meeting you, brother.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Okay, peace.
peace, Joe. AMD, before I go, close out, man. What do you think about Maine? Maine taking Trump, trying to take Trump off the ballot.
Well, I like I said, I haven't. And I know it didn't come down from the Supreme Court. It came down from the Secretary of State
Right.
of Maine. So, but I have been hearing that there's like a written decision that she did. So
Right.
I gotta read it. I gotta find out like what her thought process was in it. Again, like I said the other day, I 100% agree with the decision based on what the Constitution said. The issue is the people that's making the decision. The Supreme Court do not have the right, and this is my opinion, the Supreme Court does not have the right to be judge, jury, executioner based on the 14th Amendment. I believe the only way that you can make a distinction, a clear-cut distinction on a decision being made like that is through due process. That's literally the only way, in my opinion.
Right.
Other than that, you just speculate, or you just making a determination based off what we see. But hell, that's just like me saying that I'm taking Trump off the ballot. Hell, who the hell am I? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have. Go ahead.
No, so you're saying the Secretary of State, like who the hell is she?
Yeah, she can't make that distinction. She don't have the political power in order to make that distinction based off there's no due process being interpreted in the decision.
So
I don't understand how you can make that type of decision without due process.
So I'm glad you brought that up. So what do you think about in fact, I forgot the damn governor name of California, man.
Gavin Newsom?
Yeah, Gavin Newsom, he disagreed with his lieutenant governor. He said, man, what the hell are you doing? If you want to beat Trump, beat Trump on the ballot. Man, don't be taking him off the damn ballot like that. I was like, damn.
Well, in this case, yeah, I would agree. But again, if he gets tried and found guilty based on the conspiracy, then I would be like, okay. But me and you both know that's not going to happen before the primary election. Primary election in literally a few weeks.
Tell everybody why that's not gonna happen.
Why? Because first of all, the Supreme Court, if the Supreme Court make a decision beforehand, then it's gonna get to the point where we first of all, let's talk about what's that January 4th, I believe.
Yeah.
January 4th is the time where all Secretary of State in all the states in the country have to turn in
Oh, that's
their
next week.
candidate list.
That's
Exactly.
next week. That's next week.
There you go.
Oh well, hell.
So nothing. So in my opinion, the Supreme Court is not gonna come up with no decision before then.
Man,
And even if they do, I believe they're gonna overturn it based on basic no due process, in my opinion.
right. Right, because the Constitution.
I'm not disagreeing. Again, I'm not disagreeing with the decision.
You disagree with the process.
I'm disagreeing with the process.
Right. And it shouldn't be no Secretary of State or no goddamn Colorado Supreme Court to do that shit.
They can't do it.
Gotcha.
Based off of what?
Constitution.
There you go. I mean, again, now the Constitution don't specify if there has to be a conviction. But how else are you going to come up with a determination of being guilty of insurrection without a conviction? How you going to do that?
I'll tell you how you do that.
Ruled.
How the fuck you gonna overrule the Constitution,
Defense,
man?
keep the defendant silent.
That's how you do it.
Well, I'm saying again, there's no specification as if you need a conviction or not in the clause.
Right. No, I agree.
So they looking at it as if it don't say. Basically, the Colorado Supreme Court said the insurrection clause in the 14th Amendment does not say that you have to have a conviction.
Right. And I'm glad you said that, MD. And Georgia's saying because of that, they can goddamn make the same claim with
Biden with the border. They're saying that Biden is violating the Constitution with the border. So he's
what part of the Constitution though, Black Son? That's what I was asking you last week.
Oh, okay, right. You asked me that last time. What I'm saying is that you have to first goddamn try Biden. You have to goddamn impeach Biden. You got to do all this process with Biden. Okay, like with Burisma. The Constitution states, and I don't know if you had a chance to look at it, that a president, not only with insurrection, but bribery counts too. Bribery can count as goddamn a part of
that's in the insurrection clause.
That's in the bribery clause.
All right, we gonna like I said that's something that we'll have to just look at.
Yes,
because all I'm going off of.
Yeah, when it talks about treason, it talks about like that would fit in the treason cause, like bribery. If somebody is able to bribe the government, that falls under like some type of bribery treason thing in the Constitution. And they're saying that Biden falls under that, even though he hasn't been convicted. So if you say, well, Trump hasn't been convicted of insurrection, but we just felt like he did. Well, they can say the same thing with the whole Burisma thing, that Biden goddamn was part of his son's goddamn business, and that China and goddamn Ukraine is paying Biden, and that he's compromising the country. Georgia is saying, we can take Biden off the ballot because of that. This is Georgia saying that. This Georgia, Texas, Florida, and I forgot the other state, but Georgia, Texas, and Florida are talking about seriously taking Biden off the ballot. They said if they take Trump off, we can take Biden off for the same cause, and we don't have to convict Biden. There don't have to be no conviction, but we suspect Biden of goddamn. They already got the evidence of the goddamn transactions that goddamn Hunter Biden made with Burisma, with the whole and with the whole just Burisma thing. They got the check.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, again, still that's speculation. I will say,
right, so speculation. So right, with the whole Trump being part of an insurrection, if he's not convicted.
Well, but here's the difference, though. We still got to take consideration that Hunter Biden is going to be tried federally for the stuff that he's accused of.
Yeah, but
if that's the case, wouldn't that stuff come out in that trial?
It would come out in that trial, but what there's an old saying, jumping the shark. What they're doing right now with Trump is jumping the shark. Trump has not been convicted. So Georgia is saying, the state that we live in, GD, saying we can apply that same process to Biden. That's all I'm saying. Georgia
Well,
they can take Biden off the ballot with the same argument, sir, is what I'm trying to tell you.
yeah, I get that, but I still think that's reactionary. If
It is reactionary. I agree.
I would have more. I would feel as though that the Republicans will have more integrity if they looked at the Constitution for what it say, and then come up with an argument based off of that. They don't have to say, oh well, since these people are doing this, we're gonna do the same. They could go off of, hey, look, there has been no due process
right
for Trump in terms of taking him off the ballot. These are the reasons why such, and then use that same logic for Joe Biden. Use the same logic. I would.
Okay, and I'm sorry, the Republicans do have the integrity. They're saying we could do this, and if it is, we can pull the trigger. But because we have integrity, we're allowing people to vote. If you vote for Biden or vote for Trump, this is what we want. Take it to the ballot. Even Gavin Newsom, who's a Democrat, said take it to the ballot. So
yeah, I agree.
But at the end of the day, State is being reactionary. So right, you talking about reactionary? Yeah, the woman in fucking Maine is being reactionary.
I agree. You ain't gonna get no argument from me about that shit.
Right.
So all I'm saying,
Georgia could do the same thing. Georgia, Florida, and Texas could do the same thing to Biden. Take him off. But again, I'm like you. I don't want to take away we the people, because the Constitution is we the people, and we the people should have the right to go vote Biden in or out, or Trump in or out. If you don't like Trump, don't vote for Trump. You don't like Biden, don't vote for Biden. But I'm not down with taking Biden off the ballot. I'm not down with that shit, because you're infringing upon the people in Georgia who want to vote for Biden.
I mean, not that. I get what you're saying,
right?
But at the end of the day, the Constitution clearly say. It's quite clear. If you were involved in any way, or co-conspired in any way with the insurrection of the country, you are disqualified from being an officer. Now, this is the word that it say officer.
Right.
So yeah, you have the right to vote for whoever you want to. The person that has the potential to be elected does not have the right to be on that ballot if they violated the Constitution.
Again, and they can point out that Biden violated the goddamn, what do you call that? The not insurrection, but the other shit. The fucking when you fucking sell documents to another country.
Espionage Act?
Espionage, yes. They can get Biden on the Espionage Act.
Well, I mean, hell, they trying to get Trump under the Espionage Act too.
Okay, so what are we talking about? Wait, so that's all Georgia, Texas, and Florida are saying. Do what you need to do with Biden. Do what you need to do with Trump, and we're gonna do it to Biden. That's all.
I 100% agree with that, as long as there's due process on both sides.
Right.
As long as there's due process on both sides, get them the fuck out of here. That's what I say.
That's their whole point that the Republicans are saying. That's what so you're saying the same thing goddamn Ron DeSantis said, goddamn the governor and lieutenant governor of Texas said, and goddamn what governor of Georgia saying. Because they're saying, yo, we can take Biden off.
I don't think we're saying the same thing, but I get it. I get what they're saying. I don't think the same.
No, but you just said due process. No, they're saying the same thing. That's why I wish I had the clip so I could show you that you're saying the same thing.
Well, Ron DeSantis didn't bring that up. Ron DeSantis said is if y'all can do that to Trump, then we should be able to do it to Biden based off the whole China and Ukraine money and all that shit.
Right.
He never brought up the fact that essentially we don't have the right to self-convict these people without any due process. He never brought that up.
Yeah, but wasn't he
I'm-
leading to that though? Wasn't he leading to that though? I mean, it's the same.
I mean, not from what I heard.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I give you that. I give you that because you are clarifying it more than what he did, right? Because I just
I'll
heard
tell you this: the
Right.
the best statement that I heard about this whole situation was actually from Chris Christie. Chris Christie brought up
Yeah, I heard
Chris
that too.
Christie brought up the fact that he said the people should have the right to vote for whoever they want to vote for. He also said this is the part that they don't play. He also said if Trump is convicted in the various trials that he's having, by all means he should not be on the ballot. That's what Chris Christie said, and I agree with that, based on the 14th Amendment. But again, the Supreme Court don't have that right to make that decision without due process. It's as plain as that.
Okay, I want to make something clear with Josh. Josh, they said they did the same thing Colorado did. They're suspending it. They're going to suspend it until the Supreme Court makes a decision. So Trump is actually not taking off Colorado or Maine. They're saying if the Supreme Court makes a decision, we're going to take them off. But like MD said,
But this is the thing. Yeah, this is the thing, Black Son. If the Supreme Court made the decision, that means technically he off the ballot for everybody.
oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because I mean, if the United States Supreme Court back up the Colorado Supreme Court, that essentially means that everybody, and of course, everybody ain't gonna do it,
Right.
but everybody gonna basically have to say, "Hey, look, Supreme Court basically saying Trump was involved in the insurrection, therefore he is disqualified from being on the primary ballot." So everybody will have to follow suit after that, because it's a federal decision at that point.
Now, when they follow suit, that means Georgia, Texas, and Biden, they can proceed taking Biden off the ballot. That's what they're saying.
Well, it'll be a whole nother Supreme Court. That also will go to the Supreme Court.
Absolutely. And it should. And when it should.
Well, first of all, you got precedent. Like Trump. What's the precedent going to be in terms of deciding that Biden is going to be off the ballot? That's what I'm saying. Like I said, if you say the Espionage Act, solidify that argument. I like I said, I don't know. I don't know what they will say. Just like I didn't know what the Colorado Supreme Court was going to say.
Based on what the Congress said, yeah, they said they keep throwing that word espionage. And you know my favorites, Mike Johnson, Jim Jordan, goddamn Martin T. LaGrange, and goddamn Byron Donalds. They all said goddamn espionage. So yeah, they all said that. So again, they put it out there. So now the goddamn states, they take Trump off, well, we can take Biden off. That's it. But hey, Josh got a quick question for you. He said, ask one question. If Trump said he would never run for president again, would any of this be happening? My answer would be no. What's your answer to that, MD?
Hold on. What do you mean? If Trump became president again, would this be happening? I don't understand the question.
Trump said he would never run for president. Would all this be happening? I'm saying no, because they had 2 years to damn do all this shit.
And the reason I say, well, no, I say yeah, based on the fact that they did the J6 commission. Remember, we got to remember, y'all, shit like this shit just didn't pop out of the blue. I knew basically all this shit was gonna happen once they announced that there was going to be a January 6th commission. I knew this shit. So, yeah, I still believe it was going to happen based off the J6 commission. Do I agree with it? I mean, like I said, I ain't saying it's right, wrong. I'm indifferent to it.
So
but
once they did, Jack Smith saying that he don't want Trump to admit new evidence from J6.
Hold on, what now?
Jack Smith is trying to block new evidence that Trump is trying to admit to the courts, new evidence about J6. Jack Smith.
Well, I'll know about that.
Well, I do, and he's trying to block it. Basically, they're trying to. He's trying to block information that the New York indictments have nothing to do with J6. That's a fact.
So why did they present that during discovery?
Wait, no, he's talking about the indictment.
He had an opportunity. I'm saying no, they already did. So they already did the preliminary discovery. Why he didn't produce that evidence during preliminary discovery?
No. But listen to what John's saying. He said the New York indictments have nothing to do with J6.
Well, I'm not talking about the New York indictments. I'm talking about.
But he's talking about just in general. All this, when he's saying all this happening, all this wouldn't be happening. So let me again. A good example was the New York indictment wouldn't be happening.
Those are civil cases. Who, like, at the end of the day, who give a damn about the civil case?
So would that civil case be happening if Trump didn't run for office? Would that New York indictment, would that even have happened?
Well, that's not for me to say, because what significance are the civil cases to what's going on now? Nothing. So who knows?
Well, Josh is making a point, and I'm agreeing that there would be no New York indictments about the damn civil case if Trump wasn't running for president. I agree with that.
But what impact does that have on his president? The civil cases don't mean shit. Not to me, at least.
Well, not to you, but to the general public, you know what I'm saying? What they're trying to do is they're trying to affect Trump's numbers. They're trying to paint a negative, like, oh, Trump is a fraudster. That's what they're trying to paint. So no, it's not to you because you see through it, but which is backfiring. And shout out to Josh for bringing that up. It's backfiring because they thought that all this negative publicity would bring Trump down in the polls, and it's actually doing the actual reverse.
Well, to Josh's point, I give him that one. I give him with the civil cases be there. Like, for the lack of the argument, I'll say no. But as far as like the criminal cases, I say yes, based on the January 6th Commission.
Yeah, but Josh was speaking just in general. So I got you. You pinpointing out like the Fannie Willis and the Jack Smiths. I get that. He was just speaking in general. So now I would say, yeah, I would have to agree with Josh that, yeah, New York, it has nothing to do with J6. It had nothing to do with any society.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I agree with that.
Okay, that's it. Hey man, but I gotta close out, man, because that Che and them, they about to goddamn get a show started. I don't want to damn impede on their time and shit, man. Shout out to B1 for life. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Twin. Hey, real quick, MD. Yeah, that's it, man. Damn, yeah, I was going to ask you something else, man. Underrated, man. Shout out to everybody, man. We got to make way for the next show, man. With that being said, man, shit. I'll probably do a show later on, man. Shit, it's Friday. Yeah, I might do one later on. I'm going to do one. Yeah, we got, in fact, MD, if you got time, we got to talk about this reparations more in detail, because that shit, we got to really, that shit's got to end, bro. We got to stop doing that black as opposed to lineage based. They got to stop that shit. We got to fucking put the nail in the coffin on that shit. You agree with that?
Well, yeah, I agree with it. I mean, but I think when it comes to the general population, like, it's just ignorance. You know what I'm saying? They ignorant to what reparations is supposed to be.
So we got to finalize that shit, because that shit is getting out of control. Because we keep seeing the same mistakes over and over and over again. They keep saying race based. Like, how the fuck?
Because we've been generalized. That's why.
Well, we got to end that shit. We got to straighten that shit out, bro. We got to straighten that shit out. So I'm gonna set up a show, maybe about 6:30, man. I'm gonna set up a show for that, because we gotta straighten this shit out once for all. Because I'm tired of hearing this shit that they keep fucking this shit up. After you done told them, goddamn, we're Freeman, that it's not fucking raised by lineage, and they keep saying the fucking same mistake, dude. Like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about the goddamn what populations in New York. Get that shit right. It's simple. Right. It's based on the Freeman. I agree with that. Okay, so let's straighten that out at 6:30, man.
Yeah, I should be in the bed. I should be done with work by then.
Okay, 10-4, man. 10-4. Be safe out there, brother.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, peace. All right, with that being said, man, we out, y'all. Shout out to everybody. We stay tuned. Che and them are coming on, man. So shout out to Che, shout out to Shabaka, man. Y'all stay tuned for that. He is coming up in about a few minutes, y'all, in this channel. So I gotta make way for them. Shout out to peace, Twin, peace, Deacon, peace, Josh, man, peace to everybody. With that being said, man, we out, y'all. Peace.